You're watching the Experience Comic Culture and Sales. Streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
Look at this guy. So we just had a really quote-unquote crappy day. Bentley ran out into the backyard and started rolling around. And it turned out he was pulling a G.G. Allen. He was rolling around in poo. So he's all fresh and clean right now. And we got new comics for you guys. So stick around because tonight we got a great show for you guys. Bark, bark. So I am convinced. I am convinced now. I've been seeing signs since the beginning of like February when Leonard first brought him into the chat and everything. And then, you know, it started with an occurrence here and there. It stretches beyond that, which you guys will find out about in months. But somehow G.G. Allen has intercepted his way into my life every single day since February of 2024. Good omens. And now he has taken over my poor dog. Bentley is now carrying the spirit of G.G. Allen. That's right. He smells just like G.G. Allen right after a concert. There you go, buddy. Please don't burn the house down tonight. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show. I'm your host, Onrie Kompan. I am so happy to be back with you guys tonight. This was like kind of my first chance to really like hug Bentley. I'm just kidding. I hugged her like 3,000 times already. So it happens every time I get the dog back. I'm trying, the more love I show the dog, the less the G.G. Allen in him comes out. But now it's just kind of like coming out every day. All right. But anyway, we got a great show for you guys tonight. Same deal as always. You spend $25 and you get to spin this wheel right here. And if you spend $50, you get free shipping on your order. And we got some great deals for you guys tonight. I got all new comics, all new sets, all new everything. So let's have some fun. Let's kick it off. We have Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and the Human Torch, number 147, going for the low price tonight of just $4. $4 for Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and Human Torch, number 147. Get some of that Bronze Age goodness. Newsstand copy. It is bronze, right? Nope, copper. Copper. We got a copper in here. Copper topper. We got Tori in the house. We got Curtis Stelfox and Gigi Bentley. We got Leonard Pig in the house. Leonard, of course, Leonard's here. He's got it. This is all part of his scheme. Leonard used a new technology because he had the soul of G.G. Allen in a pen, and he pulled that pen out the last time we did a Bentley cam, and he transferred the aura and the spirit of G.G. Allen into Bentley. Like, we really have to study the dog now. This is pretty serious, folks, right? Okay, we got Lady Pendragon, More Than Mortal, number 1. That's going to go for just $4 tonight. Look at that. Lady Pendragon. Lady Pendragon. Sorry. What's up, Roberto? How you doing? I'm busting out my Chicano. No, wait, not Chicano. My Inglés. Oh, no, wait, Inglés. Spanglés. No, not that. Espanol. Yeah, I busted it out just as soon as you came in. Was that a coincidence? I think not. Gigi Bentley in the house, guys. All right, I wanted to open up Lady Pendragon, More Than Mortal, for a minute because I want to see who actually worked on this. I mean, I've had this book for a while, and I haven't really paid attention to who actually worked on it. So, Lady Pendragon was created by Matt Hawkins, who's currently the editor-in-chief of Top Cow. We got a plot here by Sharon Scott, Matt Hawkins, and Matthew Scott. So we got a writing team here. Stories by Sharon Scott, pencils by Dan Norton, and Jags on the inks. Letters is by Comicraft. Let's take a look inside, shall we? Kind of reminds me of Humberto Ramos, if I'm being honest. And if you're a fan of like some of the stuff he has done with Paul Jenkins, Fairy Quest. But, this isn't about... That is no fatties in this book, lads. That is not a single fatty at all. But there's definitely ladies. And look how huge the discounts Onrie's offering are tonight. So we got Lady Pendragon, More Than Mortal, #1, going for just $4. If that wasn't an impassioned pitch, I don't know what is. But now at least we know what's inside this book. Next step is to read it. Or unless you take it from me, which I would prefer, actually. I don't want these books. You want these books. All right, I got Justice League #12. We got James Tynion the 4th on this. James Tynion is the man. I have spent my entire vacation chasing all of his Batman run, and I have finally collected it all. So if that tells you anything about what I think about the writer, you got a book here that's written by probably some of the top talent in comics today. And you got this really solid Perillo cover featuring a Jason Momoa Hawkman on the cover. Or sorry, not Aquaman. That was bad. It's like all these Marvel characters have I'm just kidding. It's DC comic, I know that. I'm not an idiot. All right, I have Justice League #12, going for just $5 for this awesome variant. Really beautiful. If you have a crush on Jason Momoa, you can frame this book. Or if you just want to imagine you can be in the sea, under the sea with Jason Momoa. I actually saw him once at a con. He walked right by my table and he just walked by and said the same thing to everybody's table. He was like, cool stuff. And I'm like, hey, can I tell you about my comic? And he's like, cool stuff. Just walked right past me. And I'm like, so you don't want to buy 4 comics for $10. Bait it! Buyers only! We don't serve your celebrity kind here. If I had songs for each character, I'd remember him. Lady Pendragon! Well, as soon as Bentley takes over, or G.G. Allen takes over Bentley's body, Bentley's going to start barking a lot more. And so he's going to come here and he'll be singing because that's what G.G. Allen did. So we might get Bentley songs. He's got a pretty wild bark too. It's not like a little sissy bark. He has a really rough bark. Oh, don't bring Saltburn into this. Oh my God. Oh, so David Moore once again has introduced me to a really fascinating film, Saltburn. You have to see it. It'll bring up the inner G.G. Allen in you. Oh my God, that was Quiet on Set Part 2, man. We're like, what the heck, dude? That was insane. If you guys haven't seen Saltburn yet, check it out. It is a movie about, actually, the less you know, the better. Just go and watch this film. And then we can all talk about it on here. This will be your therapy session to bring up that movie. Saltburn gave me heartburn. I've been waiting all weekend to tell you that, David Moore. I got Ghost Rider #28. We got a Mark Silvestri variant cover. No, I'm just trying to show all you guys the pain that I'm suffering. When someone recommends something. I still haven't watched the Todd Phillips, G.G. Allen documentary. I'm not watching that. That's the end of the trilogy right there. Okay, I can't do any more of these emotionally. I need something lighthearted now. I need friends in my life. I need some of that. Tone it down. The truth sucks. It's But yeah, Quiet on Saltburn and G.G. Allen story. It's a 2-hour long Tubbs commercial. Eddie, what's up, man? Watch Human Centipede while you're at it. I actually watched the second Human Centipede for the first time on a buddy's on the night before a buddy's wedding. Like we all went to the hotel room. He got it on DVD and was like really excited about it. And I watched this movie and I'm like, this is just. And like 2 hours later, I was like, like for like 3 days, I wore like 3 layers of clothing when I slept at night. I had like boxers on, pants on, sweatpants on top of it, and a belt. And I slept with a bat. Still shorter than the Batman. And you figured out the mystery a lot quicker than the Human Centipede, too. Actually, no. I think the Human Centipede 2 had a better mystery going for it than the Batman did. And if you see that movie, you'll know why that's funny. I have Ghost Rider number 28. We're going to do this Mark Silvestri cover. It's normally going for $15. Some of these variants go for a lot of money when I go to like comic shops and stuff. Like they'll sell them for like $15-20. And there's a reason for it. Mile High, for example, was a very interesting experience for me. When I walked into the shop, all the new comics were gone already. So I was like, oh, damn, this is like a really popular shop. They're like, blowing out of new stuff like so fast. I couldn't even get like the rack books that I was looking for. So I was going through their back issue bin and I found some books, like some X-Men books that I was looking for that were really, really expensive. Like I was just like, whoa. And I was able to actually find all of these books a lot cheaper, truth be told. But I'm going to tell you why I like what I really took from it, and how I feel like I'm better at retail now because of this store. They have the largest collection in the world, and the books that they sell are like they treat them, like currency. That's how Chuck Rosansky sees comics. He sees the comics themselves as currency. And if you want that currency, then you got to be ready to buck up and pay for it. And I really respect that about him. You can't ever walk out of his shop with an empty, with nothing. You're going to walk out of there with something. That's for sure. And the one thing I'm going to say about Chuck is he's obsessed with comics. Like I said, comics is currency for him. So, when I talked to his manager, he was really happy to stock Warline, which is really awesome. And you want books Chuck wants everything. He doesn't care if it's independent. He doesn't care if it's Marvel or DC. He wants it all. And that keeps this whole industry going. And let me tell you, that shop was the most impressive sight I have ever seen. It was a huge store. And the thing is that half of it was actually like closed off because it's just like more comics in the back and it's like a master collection. And he has a guy who like will actually look up the books on their website, see if it's there, go over in the back, pull it down and sell it to you. And I mean, it's so much service and it's so much work. Like you just see what goes into this. To me, Mile High Comics was like walking into a museum. You have to go in there and you have to walk out with something. It's just like, that's the rule. So that was my experience going over there. After that, I visited another shop about 15 minutes away called Mutiny Comics. And they had a coffee shop in there, and that was really cool. But they also did comics as well. And they were very supportive of the independent scene. And it's downtown Denver, so it's like a hip, trendy area. And, that was really cool. And I actually didn't even come out there to sell Warline, in all honesty. I was really there for vacation. But I figured if I'm going on vacation, I might as well bring some books with me. And since I'm going to all these shops, might as well pitch them. And, so after that point, I decided I want to collect James Tynion's Batman. And so I moved over to another shop called All Seas, and I got a couple of books from there. And they had a really great collection. They had all their new books were bagged and boarded. So that was actually where I got my new comics for the week. And then after that, I hit up the shop. This shop is a gem. This is the gem of Denver. If you ever get out to Denver, you have to go to this comic shop. Vision Comics and Oddities. They had the most killer dollar bin. That's where everything is coming from tonight. I found such great stuff. And the owner was great. The lady helping me behind the counter was fantastic. And I just had a great experience. And it's just a cool novel shop. Like they got like a graveyard limousine out there. They have like werewolves and, you know, all kinds of cool stuff. But they just have this massive collection, and it's really great. And I was able to plug in so much. I was able to complete my Hickman X-Men run there. And I was able to get all the Batmans that a big chunk of the Batman books that I was looking for. And that led me to more shops the next day. This is how I spent my vacation. Buying comics and reading comics. That's awesome, Eddie. I'm so glad. Did you get your stuff yet? I hope you got your stuff. So we got Ghost Rider 28. That's going to go for just $10. Normally a $15 book. I got the Incredible Hulk Annual number 15. This is going to go for $4. I have Silk number 3. We got a Lee and Hyuk cover here, variant here. This is going to go for just $5. $5 on this. And I got to tell you, the staff at Mile High were really, really great. They were awesome. And so is the staff at Vision, and so is the staff at Mutiny. That all the shops that picked up from us like were really great. There was one shop I went to though that it was really funny. Well, I'll tell you guys that story another time. We got to sell some comics here. I got Spider-Man number 1. This is a variant cover here by Humberto Ramos. This is going to go for just $5. Okay, cool. All right, awesome, Eddie. So we got this Humberto Ramos Spider-Man variant, Spider-Man 1 variant. Now, this, I believe, is the start of the Spider-Verse, Edge of the Spider-Verse, or the Destruction of the Spider-Verse. Is it? Oh, no. This is the J.J. Abrams Spider-Man story. J.J. Abrams and his son. This is actually really cool stuff. Yeah, it's J.J. Abrams and Henry Abrams. I thought this was the other one. All right, so this is a variant of that book. So J.J. Abrams, who directed the Star Wars sequels, I'll let you do the research on which episodes those were because they were like totally my favorite. I love episodes 7 through 9 like so much. But anyway, yeah, they did this Spider-Man book here, and actually this was good. I really did like this. So. It kind of does what Jonathan Hickman's doing on Ultimate Spider-Man right now. Spider-Man's got a kid, and the kid has spider powers. So the focus is more on the kid inheriting the spider powers and Spider-Man mentoring his son. And what's kind of cool about that is you got a father-son team writing it. But not only that, you got, J.J. Abrams is a fantastic writer and has done such great stuff throughout his career. And, I don't care if you're a fan of episodes 7 through 9, not everything everyone does is a hit. So it's like, just because I didn't like those movies doesn't mean I don't like J.J. Abrams. I love J.J. Abrams. So Spider-Man number 1 is going to go for $5. Bree! Absolutely. All you guys who shopped with me on Free Comic Book Day and spent $25, I went ahead and hooked you guys up with a free Comic Book Day bag. But Bree, you are always hanging out with me, and you have made me very successful on here. When you guys are buying up a lot of comics, that means like I'm doing good. So I felt if I could reward you, I would do it. So that was one of those thank yous to you because you're always shopping with me. You guys take care of me, and I'll take care of you. I got Captain America. Oh, Captain America, yes. Yeah. When I was out in Denver, I was out in the mountains. And it was a lot of fun. Let me get you guys a picture here on the last day. The last day was, I didn't really walk much when I was out here. I was driving so much during this vacation. And I went like on a 2-mile walk on Friday. But like Thursday, I was driving around all day. Friday, I was driving around a lot too. But like I also like went for like a trail walk just to get my legs moving. And then Saturday, I drove with my parents to the Garden of the Gods, and they decided to take like the trolley tour because they didn't want to walk around the park, which sucked. So I was hoping to walk, and we didn't get to walk. And then we basically came back. So Sunday was my last day to go walk around, and I went up to, or down, I don't even know, to Indian Creek right here, which is just absolutely gorgeous. And they have a hot spring over there. I discovered it during my last trip to Denver, and I loved it so much. They have like this open area with like with a warm pool, and they also have like this like cave, like it's a cave sauna, and it's really cool. And the restaurants in the area are really great too. Like they're all delicious. It's great, and it's not expensive. I actually like got there pretty cheap. So yeah, I had a really great time out there. But while I was like out there in the morning, you know, finally going on my walk, I had my cup of coffee and I was like, Captain America, he drinks his coffee. Yes. All right, so we got Captain America, Joe Jusko, variant cover, legacy number 705. Heck yeah, mother loving America. Jay, get some fireworks going, bro. Get the fireworks going. Captain America number 1 is going to go for 5 buckaroos. I got Alien number 9. This is a variant edition. Not sure who did the variant though, but this is going to go for $4. This Alien series is fantastic, by the way. I absolutely love it. Philip Scott Kennedy. This guy is just really, his Alien runs have been fantastic. Actually, I have them in my personal collection. When I started rebuilding my personal collection, that was one of the first series I was actually like, you know, absorbing. Like last year, I was reading a lot of like Alien stuff. I don't know why, but now I'm reading a lot of Batman. I just kind of let my interest kind of like take me wherever I want to go. And then there's points when I'm like, I want to plug that gap in my collection, and I'll just like kind of splurge a little bit. So I spent like upwards to about like $500 on comics for just me, not for resale. Just like this was my birthday present to myself. I decided to pick it up, and like, you know, the books I got were like, you know, books I feel like I can invest in. So, you know, why not? All right, we got Batman versus Bigby, a Wolf in Gotham number 6. We got a variant cover here by Brian Lavelle, Jay Leiststein, and Lee Luridge. Can go for $5. Young Avengers special. This is a one-shot. Number 1. Number 1. This is gonna go for $5. I have What If the X-Men Died on Their First Mission, number 9. Number 9. This is going to go for, I'll do this at 5. I have The Astounding Wolfman, number 2. That's going to go for $5. And I have Star Wars X-Wing Rogue Squadron, The Phantom Affair, number 1 of 4. That's going to go for $5. Dark Horse Star Wars. Classico. All right, up top, I got some new stuff here for you guys. New books, new deals. All right. I have Doctor Strange, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. I am going to do the entire run right now for just $15. This is the start of Mark Waid and Jesus Saez's, is it Saez or Saez? Saez? Correct me here, please. Anyway, we got these Doctor Strange books. This is a great run. This is the start of a great run by Mark Waid. This is where we lead up to how Doctor Strange becomes the Herald of Galactus. This is a really solid run. If you bought those Herald of Galactus books for me, you're going to want these first 5 issues here. You get them all right now at $15. That's $3 a book. 5 books, $15. That's a deal right there. I got Savage Wolverine, number 1. Frank Cho covers. Someone was asking me about this a long time ago. number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. And what am I doing these for? $15. That's right, $15 on this set. Again, $3 comics. We got Wolverine coming back to the big screen, but this time in his costume. And here's what I'll tell you right now. If you guys haven't seen X-Men 97, the last week's episode, you're going to want to like mute me for a minute. Oh, Leonard, the Young Avengers book is number 1. This is a special. This can go for $5. So actually, no, I figured it out. I don't have to spoil it for you. But if you've seen the last issue of X-Men, X-Men 97, go look up the price of a book called X-Men number 25 and Wolverine number 75. Those books just shot up in value overnight because of that show. X-Men books are hot right now. And the great thing about the showrunner was that he really read the comics and he references these books. And I have a lot of these books. It's like crazy. So now's the time to snatch this stuff up, because once everybody catches up and finally watches X-Men 97 and understands why this show is so freaking great, everybody's going to be after this stuff. So this is the time to get it. I got these books for cheap, and I'm making my money, and I'm saving you money too. So don't be afraid. And if you want to start a new tab with me, tonight's the night to get started. I got kind of a short week too, so tonight's my only selling night. Sorry. I already did enough buying. I got to like curb my buying now, or else I'll like go broke soon. But yeah, if you guys want to start a new tab tonight, I got you guys covered. I'll be back on the air 3 times next week. I just need to take the rest of the week off to catch up on some other stuff that I have going on here. So if you want to start your tab tonight, we'll get it started. And then if you want me to invoice you by the end of the week, I can do that too. I can ship out this week. I can do everything else. All right, I got Batman, Dark Knight, Dark City, number 452, number 453, and number 454. I am going to do this entire set here for just $12. That is $4 a book. $4 a book. All right, so that is everything we have on the lower rack as well as the top rack. If you guys have any questions about any of that stuff, let me know. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, I'm going to start showing off the new stuff, the new finds. I'll see you guys in a minute.
Order Battle Quest comics at your local comic shop today.
What do you call the place on Spider-Man's wrists where the webs come out? His website. I hate myself for writing that joke, but you'd make me feel so much better if you just visited our website. We have links to our merch, new release lists, all the show info, and so much more. TheEXPLive.com. Twitch. It's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there, too.
right, guys, welcome back. Let's get kicking. We got all new books right here. I have X-Force number 120 going for just $2. This is the Mike Allred art here, and this is his first time drawing Wolverine, which is really cool. I just found this book out in the wilderness, and it's only $2 right now. And this is during the Grant Morrison era. Grant Morrison, Frank Quitely era, which I actually read those books while I was on my trip. That was some pretty good stuff with Cassandra Nova. I didn't quite like how that first arc ended, so I'm not sure I'm going to continue with the run. But, you never know what could get me to come back to something at some point. I always try and keep an open mind. Sometimes I'm into something, and then sometimes I need time away from it. But at the end of the day, you can't deny that people put a lot of hard work into these books, and so they all deserve our support. I got Superman number Shimmy. What number is this? Number, shut up. You shut up. Hold on. We're going to find out what issue this is. 181. Superman 181. April Fools. Superman Bizarro. We got Ed McGuinness and Jeff Loeb doing Superman. This is an all-star team right here. In fact, they actually had their own Superman Batman series together. Great talent. $2. Superman 181. This is a fun find. Turok Dinosaur Hunter number 1. We got a nice chromium cover here, going for just $2. Chromium Turok. The first time I actually, experienced anything with Turok was with the N64 game Turok Dinosaur Hunter. Kurt and I played that together, my best buddy and I, and that was just a great game. You just killed so many different you were just going around killing dinosaurs and blowing them up, and it was violent, and the dinosaurs were hard to kill, and it was awesome. So yeah, I never read the comic, but it's kind of cool. Oh, and we got more Turok Dinosaur Hunter, but he's not really hunting dinosaurs here. He must really have a hard time fighting dinosaurs because they've been extinct for 65 billion years. So I don't know how many dinosaurs he's killed, but I like the idea of the character too. This is going to go for $2 for Turok number 1 and number 6. That'd be a cool character to bring back somehow, wouldn't it? Turok Dinosaur Hunter. Do something cool with it. Modernize it somehow. Silver Sable number 21. That's going to go for $2. I have Buffy the Vampire Slayer number 8, season 8, going for $2. Yep, that is old school Valiant ones. Turok Dinosaur Observer. Chucky, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? I need to catch up with you when I get a chance. I got NFL Super Pro. Actually, I could probably call you either tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to be pretty busy tomorrow because I got to get ready for Phoenix Comic Con. That's actually why I'm taking off for the rest of the week. So tomorrow I'm sending out all the books that I'm going to be selling next week at Phoenix Comic Con. That's already happening. So it's I get back and now I'm traveling again. So there's a part of me that's always been kind of hesitant about traveling. I make it really difficult to take a vacation because I already travel so much for work that to me, just being at home is vacation. I just like being here. So every time I have these long periods, I'm always traveling and always going somewhere. So I'm trying to think of ways to at least make it more fun, because if I'm just traveling and not seeing things, then, what's the point of all this, right? So if I'm traveling already, I might as well just go and see stuff. I have NFL Super Pro number 1. That's going to go for $5. I have Adventures of Superman, or sorry, not $5. What am I talking about? $2. $2 on this. All these books are $2. Sorry. I have Adventures of Superman number 500. This is going to go for $2. Chikuck's in the house. Have you ever been chicolded? Have you ever been in a chicolded? All right, I got a Detective Comics run here. 615, 618, 663, 664, and 667. I'm going to do all these books tonight for just $10. $10 on all these books. I have Oriental Heroes number 30. That's going to go for $2. Super Soldiers number 1 is $2. Dark Hawk 28, 31. 615 and 618 are off to Curtis. Curtis makes the first call tonight. Here, let me put those up here. What's up, Steve? How you doing, man? I got your payment on Friday, so I'll ship out your stuff this week. If you want to add anything to your pile before I ship your stuff out, just let me know. I think you had one book. You had like a Batgirl book. So if you want to add anything, just let me know. No, don't worry about it, man. Don't apologize. I just wanted to let you know I didn't ship your stuff out yet. So if you want to add anything for tonight, I can throw it on I can just make you a bill and throw it all in this. It'll go into your shipping cost. So, all right, I got Dark Hawk 28, 31, 34, 35, and the number 2 annual, which is in a poly bag. This was a fun find. $10, $2 comics. I'm buying for 1, I'm selling for 2. Keeping it simple. I have Uncanny X-Men 206 and number 309. Grab these books now before someone catches on and these start selling for like $5 to $10 a pop. Not kidding. Early Uncanny X-Men. A 200 and a 300 book. That's $4 on the set. I have no idea. Just send me the one that you the address that you want to go to. Thanks, Chucky. I got you. Chuck, you know when we can meet up? Next Wednesday would be a good day to meet up. We should go to Graham Crackers and meet in the city. I'll take the train out that day. Let's see. How's everything going with you, bud? Well, we'll catch up. I have Superman 57. That's going to go for $2. X-Men 186. What was it? X-Men 186. I'm looking this up now. Oh, Life Death. Yeah. Man, I had that book for like $2 forever. I'm not kidding you guys. It's like now someone's selling for like $11. But like this was like a $2 book the other day. Like that's what I'm talking about, guys. Like when you guys grab these books here, you're getting really good deals on like stuff like this. Because the thing is I could sit here and price all this stuff out all day, and I guarantee you I could get more than what I'm selling them to you for right now, which is exactly what the retailer who sold them to me was thinking when I went out and picked these books out. But he was thinking the same thing I was thinking. If we can all save a little and get a bunch, everybody comes out a winner. So these are some solid books here that could truly go up in value at some point for whatever reason. Again, let's go back to Mile High's policy. Comics are currency. That's the language they talk. In fact, I was actually told by someone else that if you want to go to Mile High and walk out with a bunch of comics, bring them a bunch of comics. What an interesting philosophy. I got X Factor number 14. That's going to go for $2. That's good, Chuck. By the way, that Life Death was a really great adaptation. I got X Factor 14 going for $2. You're the Villain number 1. That's going to go for $2. I have Superman's Pale. Jimmy, hold on. Is that the last one? Do I have the last book I need? I think the one I needed was in here. Oh, never mind. That's for me. One of my books got in here. But forget Jimmy Olsen. No one cares about that wiener anyway. We got You're the Villain #1 going for $2. I'm going to change the subject matter to just more X-Men. Here's some more X-Men. Number 13, number 20, what a killer cover. Number 36, chromium cover. And the number 1 annual? Or is it the number 15 annual? Sorry, the price tag's covering it. These books are in great, 15. These books are in great shape. Just saying. We got the annual here. Everything's $2. Do them all. It's $8. I am so going to regret this because here's another thing I'm going to point out to you guys. $8. So let's go back to James Tynion for a minute and his Batman run. In fact, let's also revisit our good friend Jonathan Hickman. Why the heck did I start getting all these X-Men comics from Jonathan Hickman? Well, what happened was I bought a bunch of comics from Chris Rupp back in Cleveland. And while I was rummaging through everything, I was like, I got a nice run of this Jonathan Hickman X-Men here. I have like four out of the 21 issues. I might want to start getting it. And so I started hunting for it because I wanted to read it. And I ended up paying full retail price on all those books. Even though I know it, I will come across these books at $1, which I'm then going to sell to you guys for $2. But the prices that I'm paying, especially for new stuff that's hidden in the racks, is usually cover price, if not more. So when I come across these books in dollar bins, I know what I can get for it, but I'd rather just sell it to you guys at a cheaper price. And then when I need to, I'm going to go out and be like, hey, does anybody have this book? And then I'm going to pay like $4 or $5 a book. Because I've been on like such an X-Men binge lately. It's crazy. I've been reading X-Men left and right. How can you not like be watching X-Men 97 and like not watching this stuff? And he is nodding to so much great X-Men history. It's just fantastic. I absolutely love that show. I hope they do the same thing with Spider-Man. Get someone who really knows and appreciates the comic book and, give them a chance at telling their own story to advance that, All right. Chuck's taking what criticism. Dude, you got number 36 and the number 15 annual, $2 a pop, dude. Thanks, Chuck. You rock, brother. I got Micronauts number 8. That's going to go for $2. I got the next Batman Second Son, number 1 of 4. Start of a run here, going for $2. James Tynion's Batman. JT Malloy put me onto that when I was next to him at C2E2. Our second person working the booth was JT's cousin, and his name is Kevin. And his partner had come by and showed off his Batman collection, and I saw some of the covers from James Tynion's run. I'm like, that looks really good. And they're like, oh yeah, man, you haven't read James Tynion's Batman? You haven't read that? Oh my god, man, it's really good. Like, it's real good, man. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I guess I'm like gonna get these books now. And so that was vacation to me, was going to all these comic shops, paying way more than I know I should have for those books, because I'd come across them in a dollar bin. I promise you I'll come across them in a dollar bin very soon. You guys saw that big, huge Tom King Batman run I had. I mean, I know that dealer. He's got tons of Batman. All I had to do is just wait for the next con or just wait for the next collection I buy. But when you're a collector and you're a fan of this, you have to remind yourself of why you're doing it. And that's what I loved so much about my vacation, was that I actually had a chance to re-immerse myself as a fan of comics first, because that's what allows me to come on here and do what I do here. For the fans first, David Moore calls Micronauts. And all the shop owners were fantastic. I saw some of the best comic shops, and I saw one shop I wasn't really too fond of. So the owner immediately decided not to stock Warline. And I had a couple rejections. I visited 9 comic shops. I pitched like 6 and sold at 4 of them. So that's cool. I'm happy with that. That's very good. That and what was nice was they all kind of came together, and the 2 rejections that I had were like spread out, so it was like not so bad. But the shops that decided not to stock Warline seemed to have an understanding of why they couldn't do it. And as a reseller of comics, I understand where they're coming from. They have to survive, so I get that. So the second shop that rejected me was the best. Because he's like, oh, no, I'm not interested in buying this book. Sorry. Flee! But he was checking out a customer, and the customer's like, hey, that's pretty good. I'll buy it from you. And I'm like, cool. And the owner's like, wait. All business must be conducted within this facility. I can't have you guys exchanging because this is how my business is run. And I was like, all right, cool. So I totally respected it. He took $5 off my tab, and I walked out. It was all good. It all worked out. Would have been nicer to have the cash in hand, but it's okay. I get it. But that is the only, at least now he could say he sold a copy of Warline 1. Can we give him credit for it? Not going to name the shop. I wasn't really, I was a little disenchanted with that experience. But again, and that shop will not be named. But these things happen. And, I'm used to rejection. This is just kind of like a little bit more disappointing because I would rather be standing on the floor pitching people and getting rejected that way because I'm like used to it than going over to a shop. And there's a part of me that has a hard time approaching a shop and trying to sell my stuff to them because it's like a thief selling to a thief. Oh, did I say thief? Oh, crap. I meant a merchant selling to a merchant. Damn it. And I would have gotten away with it, too, if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Speaking of deals you're going to run away with here, I got Gambit number 2. This is from the 4-issue miniseries. He's like, no! Sorry. I never actually read this Gambit series. But I actually have never heard anything about this Gambit series either. I just know it's hot. I've been selling the sets. They had a set that was in like a little cardboard box. It was like a special little box. And I sold that whole set off for like $40, which basically means if it's a 4-issue series, each book's worth tentatively $10. But we're going to do this for $2 right now for Gambit number 2. That's pretty good baseball standards. I was like, I think I would have had better standards about some Captain America. You know what would be awesome is if I was selling Captain America books to retailers. Like, oh, cool, it's Captain America, I'll give them $5. And then, like, as soon as they, like, give me the money to, like, get Captain America, I just, like, give them Warline instead. And I'm like, here, sell this at the same price. Thanks, bye. I'll take that Captain America, and I'll never sell the Captain America, but I will sell a hell of a lot more of my Warlines. Captain America! Say the mother loving day, yeah! Oh, yeah! Yeah! Yeah, Lee Weeks was on Gambit? Okay, cool. Yeah. Which is like, that's like early Lee Weeks, isn't it? That's like pre-Spidey Lee Weeks. He was actually working on Batman for a while, on Tom King's Batman, from what I remember. I have the Defenders number 46, the start of the Scorpio saga by David Anthony Kraft, my editor. It's got a mark on it. See that S and C on the cover? But that's why it's going for $2. And I actually have 2 copies of it if anybody wants it. But this is a really cool issue to own. It was written by my co-writer on Yusung Shin. And it is the start of the Scorpio saga. And Scorpio is actually Nick Fury's twin brother. He's also one of the first gay villains in the Marvel Universe, which was really cool. Yeah, post Daredevil. Oh, I never read any of his Daredevil stuff though, but some of those covers are riveting, and I have a bunch of those. All right, Sable gets cleaned. Sable. Oh, there you go. Keep clean Sable. Keith, I'm hoping one day I can convince you to pick up Captain America 705, the Joe Jusko variant. And like we have to play Team America, the song after that in celebration of this Captain America book selling. Hell yeah! And the person who buys it will accidentally get a copy of Warline #1 instead. It's the same price. All right, we got Fantastic Four, $4.89. That's gonna go for $2. I have a really awesome run of Weapon X here. This is a pretty badass cover. We got Sabretooth teaming up with Nuke over here. I love Nuke, and they tied his history to Wolverine, which is pretty cool. But this is like Old Man Logan and Sabretooth. I'm actually reading the current run of Wolverine. That was when I just finished collecting prior to Jonathan Hickman's X-Men and the James Tynion Batman. So I'm reading that right now, Benjamin Percy's Wolverine, which is actually going to be concluding in 2 weeks with issue number 50. And it's actually been a really solid run. I am absolutely loving it so far. I'm on issue 8 now. The last 2 issues were like crossovers for the X of Swords run. And I usually hate how that kind of takes me out of the story, because it's like, here's the main story, and it's like, we interrupt this news to bring you X of Swords, which might be great, but like, I wish it didn't have to cut into the main title. I wish they could work their way around it, because it just, I'm not going to collect X of Swords unless I come across it, which I probably will at some point. Or you might on these shows, especially when we get our Mofo books out there. So anyway, we got Weapon X number 13, number 14, number 15. This is a badass cover. Check that cover out. Number 16 and number 21. Any of these books could become the next big deal. I'm not kidding. We're that close to the Deadpool 3 movie. And I actually watched Deadpool 2 yesterday again. It was the second time I'd seen it since I saw it in the theater. And I forgot a lot of the humor. So when I watched it, I was like laughing really hard. It was actually a really funny movie. I liked Deadpool 2 a lot. So we got all 5 of these for $10. I have Future's End Booster Gold number 1. That's going to go for $2. What's the longest run I have? Not by choice, but because I inherited it. Fantastic Four. I have everything from like 150 up to like 300 or 400. Like just not full runs, but just. Basically, I have 2 long boxes of Fantastic Four books, all ranging from 150 on up. So that is like my biggest run. And I actually, for my personal collection, I haven't gotten around to reading these books yet, but I got John Byrne's Fantastic Four, which I don't know when I'll get to it, but I will. But I've collected a lot of those books. Again, I'm paying, when I'm collecting for me, I'm paying more than you guys are. And I'm doing that for a couple of reasons. One, because I want it now and I don't want to have to wait until I find it at the next dollar bin. That's the honest truth. And the second thing is because it keeps this industry going. So if I stop being a fan and I stop buying for myself, then what's the point of doing this stuff? All right, we're gonna take another short commercial break. When we come back, I have even more. Woot, woot. And we also have FOMO books on the way. We got a gorgeous set of FOMO books coming your way, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Live from New York. What? Oh, sorry. Live from Cleveland? It's Friday night? It's Friday Night Live! With Nancy McCann. And Ricky. And sometimes Carlos. And featuring boxes and boxes of rare comics. Unique collectibles. Lots of smiles and conversations with new friends. Friday Night Live with Comics Unlimited. Friday night from 9 to 11 on The Experience.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere The Experience is all the time.
In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, that'd be really great. Thanks.
All right, we are back, and I got some Wolverine here for you. I have Wolverine number 96. That's going to go for $2. I have Superman in Action Comics number 687. That's going to go for $2. Superman Man of Steel number 22. I got 2 copies of these going for $2 a pop. This is pretty cool. So these books here are die cut, and they reveal the different Supermans. These are pretty cool. I think this one was steel, and then this one's like the cosmic-y, like more Doctor Strange-y, magic-y based Superman. I think, was he a magic-based Superman? I forgot. The guy with the glasses. That's Defenders 46. Roberto, it's got an S and a C on it. That's why it's just going for $2. The Eradicator. So what was Eradicator's deal? He eradicated things. Look at him, he's eradicating. This eradicating dude here is going for $2. I am the eradicator, not the masturbator. You're shut up, all right. I have Superman Doomsday. Oh, there's a Kryptonian artifact. Oh, okay, fine. I should have known that. I actually should have. I actually picked those books up when I was a kid. I love the Reign of the Superman stuff. Leonard, thank you. I appreciate you letting me know. No masturbating on this show, Onrie. No masturbating. Oh, damn it. I fell right for that. They're setting me up to take the fall here. Oh, man, that's too funny. Shut up, Ernest. All right, I got Superman Doomsday, Hunter Prey, book 1, going for $2. I'm like, no masturbating. Did anybody see no masturbating on this show? Anybody on this rack? Is it there? I don't see it. Can't see it anywhere. I got Harley Quinn number 10. Looks like a water damaged copy by Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti. I actually had the pleasure of having dinner with them once, and they're a fantastic couple. Very talented pair those two are. This is going to go for $2. All right, it's FOMO time. Do we got the FOMO video? Because we got some awesome FOMO books coming your way.
It's FOMO time! What's that even mean anyway? Oh, is that what it means? I'm such a wiener for missing out on these great tales.
Don't be a wiener and miss out on these books. I have Batman, the film adaptation comic by Dennis O'Neil and Jerry Ordway with Steve Olive on colors, the first digital colorist in comics history. Worked on this book, which is really cool. Very talented dude. This Batman adaptation is going to go for $20 today. This is a high dollar book. High dollar book here. Mike Keaton and Jack Nicholson. We got the first time their likenesses have been used in a Batman book. I had an interesting conversation with Chip Zdarsky, the current writer of Batman. First time I met him was at LA Comic-Con. We were talking about, the current run and how there's a multiverse of, Zur-En-Arr Batmans. And there's also a Mike Keaton Zur-En-Arr Batman, which is really like, whoa, we need to see more of that. But Michael Keaton doesn't allow himself to appear in a comic unless he is paid a royalty. So they have to use his likeness very carefully. So Chip was told that he could not just use this character as a villain. He had to do something else, which what he did, which made sense. But it was cool to see kind of like an evil version of Michael Keaton's Batman. Are you kidding me? That's awesome. So the regular Michael Keaton Batman, that's kind of a novel thing. The Batman '89 thing. They I believe he got royalties, which is why they did it as a limited series. And I think there was like something like a certain, I don't know how the royalty deal works, but if they use him over a certain point, it's like, all right, now you got to pay more, to continue using that version of Batman in the comics, in the actual comics. So, little interesting bit of information for you and why I thought that FOMO book would be something you would want to have in your collection. I have Conan the Barbarian number 114. That's going to go for $5. I have Assassins number 1 from Amalgam Comics. This is when they take Marvel and DC characters and just mash them together. This is going to go for $5. Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man number 77 is going to go for $4 tonight. We got Spidey fighting Gladiator. It's typically a Daredevil foe. I have Fantastic Four 223. That's going to go for $5. I have She, Heaven and Earth number 3 from Billy Tucci. That's going to go for $4. Yeah, $4. $4 on this. $4 FOMO. Detective Comics 574. $8 on this. I just looked this book up right before the show started, and it's selling for about $10 right now plus shipping. I'll do it for $8. And if you stock up on comics with me, you'll basically get free shipping on it. So $8. And then finally, I have this really cool X-Men comic. I just sold it. It was a FOMO book on our free comic book day, but I came across another copy of it, and I'm like, we'll put this through the pipeline too. So I have Uncanny X-Men number 223 going for $5. Really cool Storm fighting a snake cover. $5. Conan Got Called by Heath. By Master Heath. Oh my gosh, more X-Men. Back to the $2 comics. I have Uncanny X-Men 292, $2. New X-Men number 122 is going to go for $2. I will probably keep this book. Why not? There's going to come a point where I started rereading the Morrison Whiteley New X-Men. So if this doesn't sell, it's going into my personal collection. The sad thing is I can't hold on to too much stuff, so some of the stuff's got to go. I have Evangeline number 3. That's going to go for $2. She number 10 is going to go for $2. Dragon Ring Volume 2. That's going to go for $2. This next book is a fantastic example of what I'm talking about when I say that I'm going to come across these books cheaper and I'm going to sell them to you cheaper. Wolverine number 39. A couple weeks ago, I wanted it real bad because I was putting together my Wolverine run. Matter of fact, it was right when C2E2 was happening, the week of C2E2. So I drove around. I drove to McCormick Place, and then I decided to go to 2 Graham Crackers locations in Chicago Comics to plug in my Wolverine gap. And I paid $5 for this book, which I'm now selling to you at $2. Wolverine, Black Panther. You are not going to get this book cheaper anywhere else. Promise you. You go to a comic shop, you're paying cover. I have been to too many comic shops over the last couple weeks. This is going to go for $2 right now. Yeah, right? Well, the Jimmy Olsen one I'm actually into for more than just $1, so like that I kind of like can't sell unless I came across it a second time. I don't know. So I just need to look because I'm actually putting together a run of that too. Spider-Girl 64 is going to go for $2. There's another one. The current Daredevil run, issue 2, is going to go for $2. I paid $5 for my copy. It's actually a pretty cool run. Daredevil is like John Romita Jr. does the covers, but he doesn't do the interiors. And Matt Murdock is now like working as a pastor. Or is he a pastor? They call him Father Murdock, I guess. And his soul is like taken over by the devil. And so, yeah, he's like, it's pretty good. It's a good run. All right, Heath gets Daredevil 2. That's a good pickup, by the way. Heath, I had you in mind with this book, too. And I'm not trying to say anything about you, bro. All right? Other than I like you. I like you a lot. I got Homage Studios Special number 1 going for $2. Hubba. $2. I got Superman 84 going for $2. Adventures of Superman 497 is going to go for $2. Onrie's baiting, absolutely. Now, here's another book that I paid like, I think $10 for because I was putting together my Adventures of the Death of Superman run. I have all the single issues now, and I don't think I paid 10. It was probably 5. I paid 5 for this. I'm doing it for 2 right now. And then we have Superman 84 going for $2. Superman 497. Cool. I have the Warlord annual number 3. That's going to go for $2. Infinity Wars Fallen Guardian number 1. That's going to go for $2. Infinity Wars number 1 is $2. I have Electro number 27, number 28, number 33, number 32, and number 33. I'm going to do all 4 of these for $8. All 4 of these at 8. All 4 at 8. I have Batman Universe number 6. That's going to go for $2. Aha! Oh boy. Yeah, there's more to this. Claim Electra. $8 for Heath. And Infinity Wars. You want both of them at 4? By the way, Batman Universe, this is a really great series. It is so good. Basically, it's Brian Michael Bendis writing a very light Batman. It's light in all the right ways. It's not Diet Coke Batman. It's like Coke Zero Batman. It's very good. Yeah, Batman Universe is good. You'd be like, this tastes just like the real thing. Now, I'll tell you why it's lighter. It's lighter because Bendis writes a Batman who enjoys being Batman, and I love that. I'm so sick and tired of the big, brooding Batman. No, actually, I'm not tired of the brooding Batman. Brooding Batman is the main Batman right now. And he is written fantastically. I am just absolutely loving Chip Zdarsky's run, and I'm very excited about diving into James Tynion's run. I think I'm going to really enjoy that. And I've been on a big Batman reading spree for the last year now, thanks to you guys, because I just see how quickly it sells. So you guys made me a Batman fan. So David Moore enjoyed Batman Universe. There's actually a layout, and I think the issue that comes before it, issue 5, that inspires a scene in War Lion 2. Skinny Batman. But the story itself is fun too. It's like he's going through interdimensions, but he is faced with overwhelming odds, but he has overwhelming knowledge, and it's just fun, he's having fun being Batman. Secret Wars, number 3 of 9. It's gonna go for $2. He's the exact opposite of the entire cast of Saltburn here. This is Saltburn light. All right, from that same Wolverine run, we had the Wolverine number 39. Here's number 28. $2 on this. Oh my God. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I paid $4 for this book, and I'm doing it for $2 right now. Why? I don't know why. I just think it's got to move. So I'll take the hit on this. And you're thinking to yourself, why? Why would I take a hit on that? That's kind of stupid, isn't it? Well, not necessarily, because all the other books I bought from that pile sold off a long time ago, so I made my money. So I can afford to give you guys a good deal on this now as a result of that. So we have number 28 and number 39. And also from that same run, which I'm actually about to read this very comic tonight or tomorrow. We'll see how far I get tonight. But I've already read issues 6 through 7, so now I'm on issue 8. So eventually I'm going to get to issue 10. And I love this freaking cover here. This is badass. That's going to go for $2. So we got more of our Wolverine run, 10, 28, 39 is from the current Benjamin Percy run. $6 on those books. And I promise you guys I paid more than you did on them. I'm just why? Why me? New X-Men 146, $2. Punisher Annual number 4 is $2. I have the Doctor Strange Annual number 1. Number 3, we got a Carol Danvers Miss Marvel variant here. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 8. And that run is going to go for $2, $4, $6, $12 on this. And we also have that other Doctor Strange run there. This is all from the same run. So if you want to continue your run here, just let me know and I'll get you the whole run there. But the later ones that I was selling at $2, I'll do them at $2. New X-Men 146. This is still part of Grant Morrison's run. I wonder, is it Jorge Jimenez who worked on this? Because it says Jimenez on the cover. Yes, Darrington is the artist on Batman Universe. I want to know who it is. Oh, snap. This is the issue where we find out who Zorn is. It's actually a pretty important book here. Should I sell this at $2? Wow, $2. New X-Men goes off to David Moore. He takes it. I'm giving it to him. I'm into it for one. You're getting into that too. And actually, I don't even think that's the case. There's a greater story. So when I bought X-Men 114, the first appearance of Cassandra Nova, they threw this in for free. So if I got $2 on it, I'm $2 richer. That's awesome. I have the Punisher number 4 annual. We got Daredevil and Cap and the Punisher all teaming up together for $2. Yeah, dude, that's a pretty nice find there, David Moore. And here's the thing, like, that I loved was over the weekend, David Moore messaged the chat group and was like, hey, I just got the first appearance of Bastion for like $1. And I absolutely love that because he just got that new X-Men 146 where we find out the identity of Zorn. And that's pretty cool. Everybody came out a winner. And I didn't know that issue was special for that reason. I was actually going to keep that for me. But, you know, I would rather move the book. Justice League Incarnate number 1 is going to go for $2. This is what makes this show interesting, right? When you guys get in on those good deals. When the going is good. And believe me, the going is good. If you have any questions about any of the books up on tonight's rack, let me know. A lot of this stuff is still not moved yet. Winter Guard number 1 is $2. Punisher gets claimed. All right, let's see. Yep. All right. All right. Yeah. All right. I got Spider Island number 2. This is an example of it right here. $2. This let's just look up what this book is going for right now. Spider Island number 2 by Christos Gage. Okay, it's going for about $3 right now, but you're going to pay shipping and everything on it too. Probably a comic shop is going to put $5 on this. You get it right now at $2. You're coming out ahead. Just saying. All right, I'm going to take down the FOMO books, show them to you guys again. And here's what I'll do to make it funner. Funner. Don't do that! Why would you do that? Idiot. I have She, Heaven and Earth, number 3. We're going to take $1 off our FOMO books now. So this one is 4 down to Shri. Batman, the adaptation from 20 down to 19. I got Detective Comics 574, 8 down to 7. Ass Ends is from 5 down to 4. There's no what was it that Curtis said earlier about masturbating? Whatever. No misdebating. Yeah, no misdebating here. That this is a good deal at $4 now. Ah! Hey! Hey! Oh! Boo! All right, I got Uncanny X-Men number 223 from 5 down to 4. Fantastic Four 223 is 5 down to 4. Spectacular Spider-Man number 77, 4 down to 3. $3. Now and now only, you can own these FOMO books for $1 off the prices that I just put them at. I'm watching you. I have Symbiote Swap variant. I don't know who did this cover, but it looks really badass. You got Thanos with all the Infinity Stones and Spider-Man in the palm of his hand. It'd be like, I feel like someone crapped in my hand, and it's really not a good feeling. I don't like crap in my hands. Spider-Man stands no chance against Thanos at all, ever. I don't know, how'd you guys feel about Spider-Man punching him in Infinity War? I mean, it was nice that he got a few hits in, but like, he just didn't stand a chance. They couldn't even get his glove off. Idiots. All right, this is gonna go for $2. Why would you do that? You're supposed to take it off the other way, idiot. I'm gonna finish building out the rack, and then I'm gonna pull some stuff off to the side, and then we're gonna plug in the gaps, and I'll show you what I mean. I have Symbiote Swap. I believe this is another variant cover. Hold on a second. I'm going to tell you guys what these books are because they say on the back. Symbiote Spider-Man Alien Reality number 1. This is a cool variant here of Symbiote Spider-Man lifting the entire sewer thing. This is going to go for $2. And then let's look at that Pepe Laves. Pepe. Now we have a mariachi band coming in. Pepe. Hey. All right. What's wrong with you, Onrie? I don't know, man. All right. Actually, this is also Symbiote Spider-Man Alien Reality. That's why Spidey's on the cover here and Thanos is there. That's pretty badass. That's actually cool now that I know that. $2 on both those books. And the other one is Javier Garon. Fantastic Four, number 374 versus the Fantastic Four. This is a pretty cool issue. $2 on this. Savage Avengers 2099, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9. This is all going to go for $8. There's a lot of cool stuff going on here. I love the fact that they're in the year 2099 with Daredevil and Deathlock. That's a cool concept. And then you got Anti-Venom here and Hulk-Verine. And then they're back in the Days of the Future Past line. That's pretty cool. There's something about this that's kind of cool. This is David Pepos. I got this run here. I mean, it's actually pretty good. It looks really good. I actually read the issue of Savage Avengers before that. I was selling it for $1, and then I was like, that looks like a cool cover or a cool book. But basically, there's a conversation, a dinner between Conan the Barbarian and Doctor Doom, and it's so well written. I really enjoyed it. So I kind of have a little bit of this run here, but here it is. It's going for $8. I think so. I don't know. I have G.I. Joe Special Missions number 12, number 13, number 14, number 15, and number 18. I am going to do all of these books here at $10. $10 right now. I have Symbiote Spider-Man number 1. That's going to go for $2. And then I have Symbiote Spider-Man Crossroads number 2 going for $2. Spider-Man Hot Shots #1 is going to go for $2. And Batman Incorporated #1, #2, and #3. This is some fun stuff here. Chris Burnham and Grant Morrison together as a team. This is some really great stuff. Chris Burnham's a Chicago guy, and I remember when he got the Batman gig, I was hanging out with him at Drink and Draw. Picked his brain a lot. He was actually really kind to me and always been a nice guy. Big fan of comics. And he is kind of like a laid-back surfer dude, kind of, or was. I don't know what he is now, but he's pretty cool. I love Chris. He's a great dude. He's like one of the most laid-back people in comics, and he's very meticulous with his art too. He was really delaying the work that he was working on, that he was doing on Batman, because he wanted every single detail to be right. He's like, you only got one shot going in at this at first. And I think he did the right thing by taking his time with it. You know, he was mentioning how he was drawing the Bat motorcycle and how much detail he put into that. Like, it was pretty cool. I love Drink and Draw. It's really cool when all the local creators get together. A lot of us have families now, so it doesn't really happen as often. Some of the guys still go. I'm sure one day I'll end up going again, but a lot of fun. So we got a double rack here. And we're going to take a short commercial break. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take stuff off of the double rack. We're going to feed in our FOMO books again, just so they have some airtime. And then we'll take down this bunch of books, whatever's left, and we'll recycle it and do some other stuff. So I'll see you guys in a minute.
So, the show is called The Geek Chat. And really, there's just a couple of geeks.
I'm Rich.
I'm Dez.
And we are your hosts for this weekly guide into comic bookery and all the geeky stuff that goes with it.
And that pretty much says it all. They talk about the latest movies and shows.
Okay, I'll be completely honest with you. Overall, D+ movie.
So the end. Did you know who that is?
That's She-Ra, yeah.
Yes.
The new #1 comics of the week.
We rep Samuel Jackson and we rep Mace Windu.
I passed on this. I was like...
No regrets.
No regrets. I really wanted to like this book. I really did. Like, I really did.
And just chat with each other. And with you.
Oh, Daniel says, I dosed off with the first one. I have zero interest in the Joker Harley ship, not Harley herself. Enjoy, not for me. Yeah, this movie's going to be rough for me to sit through, I'll be honest.
The Geek Chat, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Just a couple of honest geeks.
Let's be honest. Come on.
And that is why people watch us, because we're honest.
Giving their honest opinions.
And the thing you always have to remember about the internet is everyone has an opinion, and they all suck.
Part of the experience.
Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
All right, let's look at the books we have here that I should take down and possibly list. We're going to start off with the Symbiote Spider-Mans. I have a feeling I could get at least $5 on these books here. I'll give them to you guys right now at $2, but no one wants them. They're going to go get listed. Those Those are the first two I was gunning for. Well, I got this other new X-Men book here, number 122. Might as well keep that for myself, so I'll put that over to the side. Unless someone wants it at $2, I will honor that deal. I am not that kind of guy. Fantastic Four, number 374. That's another book I might want to just keep for myself. $2. I mean, I have it already, and it's something I think I'm going to want to read eventually. Spider-Man Hot Shots, going for $2 now. That I'm going to list for $5 online. Let's see. Anything else? I mean, I got this Turok Dinosaur Hunter. Maybe I don't know. $2 a pop on these. $4. I don't know what more I could get for them. I mean, I know I have a couple copies at the warehouse, but I might at least read it before putting it back out there. Might as well, right? Surprised no one jumped on this Darkhawk run. Everybody's passing up on this character right now. They have done nothing with him yet. 28, 31, 34, 35, and the number 2 annual. All going for $10. $10 on all of it. Put that over here. I'll recycle that. Still got Detective Comics. We have these 3 issues of Nightfall here, number 663, 664, and 667. This is going to go for $6. Also, Jay was asking earlier, like, what's my biggest selling, or like, what's the one book I have the most of in terms of single issues? If Fantastic Four is in first place, then Batman's in a not too distant second. I have lots of Batman. Evangeline number 3. I always make sure I always have lots of Batman. That's going to go for $2. She number 10 is $2. Kenny X-Men number 292 is $2. This Weapon X run is pretty badass. It's also by Greg Pak. We got number 13, 14, 15, 16, and number 21. I haven't read any of this, but might be a killer run. You never know. $2 a pop on those. That's $10 for the set. Superman Doomsday, Hunter Prey, book 1, $2. Booster Gold number 1 is $2. I don't know about this Gambit. I mean, it's pretty beat up. Like in some ways, like it's not like in terrible condition. If you pressed it out, you could probably get the water damage out, and I think you could get more for it. This book needs a good pressing and cleaning, and it will find its mark. It will shine. It's gonna go for $2 right now, though. Harley Quinn number 10. That's gonna go for $2. The next Batman, Second Son, number 1, $2. Adventures of Superman number 500 is $2. Superman 57 is $2. Action Comics number 687 is $2. Defenders number 46. Defenders 46 is $2. Wolverine number 96 is $2. Fantastic Four number 49 is $2. Yeah, it's interesting, right? Sometimes I when I'm shopping at comic conventions, I'll come across like, big celebs in the biz, especially at San Diego Comic-Con. I've seen some pretty big names like shopping in that area. I once pitched Ron Jeremy Easton Shen. True story. C. Thomas Howell. He came by. Neil Adams, he always shot by, Jamie at Southern California Comics. And, Don Rosa, the Donald Duck guy. I see him at so many shows. He is cool. I have X-Force number 120. That's going to go for $2. Sean McCardle told me that his DuckTales run is just like insane. He said he compared it to Watchmen. He said it was like Watchmen level good. He didn't pitch me anything. Ron Jeremy was walking by, and I was laughing because I knew exactly who he was. And I walked up to him and I'm like, "Hey, can I pitch you my book?" And he's like, "No, you can't," and walked off. That was pretty funny. Superman 181 is going to go for $2, but I have my Ron Jeremy story. Not that I really want one after like what he went to jail for and everything, but yeah. Let's not get controversial here. We have Superman, the Man of Steel, number 22, die-cut covers, going for $2 a pop. And I have X Factor, number 14, going for $2. And I have your film number 1 going for $2. Super Soldiers number 1 is going for $2. Oriental Heroes number 30 going for $2. NFL Super Pro $2. That's number 1. Buffy the Vampire Slayer number 8, season 8 going for $2. What did he pitch me? His tent. Pitched a tent. Hey. I'm on fire. All right, we got the Savage Avengers run 6 through 9 going for $8. Really? I didn't know that. He was pretty clean when I saw him. Really? I didn't know that. Are you guys talking about me or Ron Jeremy? Hey! I always make sure I take a shower before I actually always take showers before doing these shows, too. I'm all clean right now. Fresh and clean. All right, I got Winter Guard number 1 going for $2. Batman Incorporated number 1, number 2, and number 3. We're going to do them all for $6. How can you pass up on Chris Burnham Batman? Grant Morrison and Chris Burnham. First 3 issues. Perfect jumping on point. $6. Justice League Incarnate number 1 is going to go for $2. Ha! Yes. I grew up your brain with comic pitches. I have G.I. Joe Special Missions, number 12, number 13, number 14, number 15, and number 18. I'm going to do all of them right now at just $10. $10. Symbiote Spider-Man number 1 is going to go for $2. Symbiote Spider-Man 2, Crossroads, go for $2. Spider Island number 2 is going to go for $2. We got Superman 84, $2 on that. I have the Warlord number 3 annual going for $2. Dragon Ring number 2. Oh, sorry, volume 2, number 1, $2. Wolverine, number 10, number 28, and number 39. This is going to go for $6, but I'm actually going to take 28 aside. I might as well get more for it. I'll at least list it at cover price. And I need some books to list anyway. It's about time. I have Secret Wars number 3 of 9, That's going to go for $2. I'm actually going to list that too. Homage Studios swimsuit special number 1 is $2. Doctor Strange number 1 annual is $2. We got the Carol Danvers variant going for $2 of number 3. Number 4 is $2. Number 5 is $2. Number 6 is $2. And number 8 is $2. And then I have Spider Girl 64 going for $2. All right. Okie dokie. I'm going to start off by showing our FOMO books one more time. I have She, Heaven and Earth, number 3. That's going to go for just $3 tonight. I'm going to take it down $1. Batman is going to go from 20 down to 19. Detective Comics 574 is going to go from 8 down to 7. Assassins number 1 from Amalgam Comics is going to go from 5 down to 4. Uncanny X-Men 223 is 5 down to 4. Fantastic Four 223 is 5 down to 4. And Spectacular Spider-Man 77 is 4 down to 3. These are the FOMO books that remain. You'll see him again. Possibly on next week's show. We'll see. All right, I got Batman 451. That's going to go for $2. I have Avengers Infinity number 14 and number 15, number 16, number 17, number 18, number 19, number 20. This is all Jonathan Hickman too. Number 21, number 22, and number 23. What a killer run right here. Wow. This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'll do all 10 at $15. All 10 at $15. Save you guys some money. Let's move that stack. X-Men number 3 is $2. Death Metal Justice League number 57 is $2. Spider-Man Team Up featuring the Silver Surfers, $2. Marvel Super Action number 29 is $2. Future State Wonder Woman number 2 is $2. Spectacular Spider-Man 208 and 211 is $4. That Jonathan Hickman X-Men issue is pretty interesting. Obviously, it stars Cyclops and Emma Frost. And what basically happens here is they come into contact with these plant preservative, or these nature preservers, and they're basically trying to study Krakoa. It's really, really good. All of Jonathan Hickman's X-Men stuff is phenomenal. I really enjoyed this. I just finished the entire run of that. All right, 208, 211, we're off to Heath. Batman 451, $2. That's a cool Batman cover. We got about 15 minutes left on the clock here. And I'll be back next week. I'll be back full time next week, so you guys will see me. But until then, if you have any questions or if there's something you're looking for, feel free to message me. What was kind of nice was, even though I didn't do any claim sales last week, I still sold 6 long boxes of comics because someone bought off a collection for me, which was nice. So if you guys are looking for something, just message me. If you're in the group, let me know what you're hunting for, and I'll find it for you. And I'll give you a good price on it, even if I have to buy it from a shop and it's a little bit pricier. I won't do a high markup. But just let me know what you're looking for, and I'll find it for you. Happy to do it. I got Harley Quinn number 6. That's going to go for $2. Champions Outlawed number 1. It's going to go for $2. The Goon number 4 is $2. Time Vine by Tom Zoller number 1. It's going to go for $2. Turok number 1. Oh, cool. Dynamite puts out the Turok now. That's pretty cool. $2. Harley gets claimed by Curtis. That Goon looks pretty cool. I've been running into Tom Zoller at so many different cons. He's such a sweet guy. Super kind guy. Southern Bastards number 17 is $2. All-Star Batman number 12 is $2. Cosmic Scoundrels number 5 is $2. Batman Superman number 8 is $2. Hellboy and the BRPD, the Seven Wives Club, that's going to go for $2. Vampire State Building number 3 is $2. Catwoman number 22 is $2. Hawkeye Freefall number 4 is $2. Newsboy Legion and the Boy Commandos Special number 1 is $2. Amazing Spider-Man number 31 is $2. King Shazam number 1 is $2. Spectacular Spider-Man 238 is $2. Spider-Girls number 3 is $2. I have Astonishing Adventures number 2 going for $2. The Batman's Grave number 6 of 12 going for $2. The Batman issues. I think the only Batman I had was 451 and All-Star Batman number 12 and Batman Superman number 8. You can grab them all, do them for $5, Curtis. Okay, you want the 451? Okay, got it. Curtis, you're at 16. 7. Keith, you are $4 away from a spin. 8, 10, 12. David Moore, you are $12. Sorry, 13 away from a spin. Is that the fake Joker? I don't know. I don't remember reading that one. Strike Force number 1 is $2. The Vault of Horror number 26 is $2. Fantastic Four 305, 306, 312, 313, 314, 316, and 333. I'm going to do all these books here. 2, 4, 6, 7, all 7 at 14. All 7 at 14. Got another 9 minutes. 7 minutes, actually. I'm going to do a quick run of the bottom row books in just like a minute here. Actually, I'm going to do that. I kind of want to give you guys a chance to see those books again. We'll come back to this other stuff, the $2 comics next time. I want to make sure you guys saw all the bottom row stuff, and I want to see if we can make a last minute deal here. And I'm going to do something else for you guys. I'm going to knock an extra $1 off of all of these books here in an effort to move them right now, because this is kind of like a one last shot. So let's see if we can move some of these books. So I'm going to have to redress this thing. Oh yeah, all these $2 books, you'll see them again. I'm going to take them from later. Makes my job of setting up for next week a little bit easier. You guys will see all these $2 books again. If you want to claim any of them after hours, just let me know. But we got like 8 minutes left, and I want to make sure everybody had a chance to see some of the bottom row books. And don't forget about our FOMO books either. We moved through a nice little stack tonight. Okay. I have Captain America 75. Captain America! That's it. It's done. Keeps expecting the whole dance now. You say the mother loving day, yeah! Captain America! Hey, girl! All right. All right. Marvel Team Up. Spider-Man and the Human Torch, number 147. You're going to see the mother loving show now. All right. This is going from 5 down to 4. Patriotic claim. That is the most patriotic claim ever. Lady Pendragon, More Than Mortal, number 1. 5 down to 4. Justice League, number 12. Perillo variant cover of Jason Momoa's Aquaman, 5 down to 4. Ghost Rider, number 28. 10 down to 9. Mark Silvestri variant cover. Incredible Hulk Annual, number 15. 3 down to 2. Silk, number 3. Leighton Hook variant. That is 4 down to 3. Spider-Man, J.J. Abrams, Spider-Man, number 1 is going to go for 4 now. Hulk gets claimed by Curtis. Curtis saved the mother loving day, yeah. The mother loving show now. Alien, number 9, 4 down to 3. Batman versus Big B, A Wolf in Gotham, number 6. That is 5 down to 4. G.G. Abrams, you say, oh, geez, come on. Oh, come on, man. That was cold. That was cold, Jay. Young Avengers Special, number 1. 5 down to 4. What if the X-Men died on their first mission? Number 9. 5 down to 4. The Astounding Wolfman, number 2. 5 down to 4. Yes, we do. Star Wars X-Wing Rogue Squadron, The Phantom Affair, number 104. That is 5 down to 4. I don't know what that song will sound like. But it kind of reminds me of a Tums. Like, I imagine, like, the Hulk would be like that Tums commercial. Tum, 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 tum. Like, that's what I hear in my head. That guy's so angry. Why are you so angry? All right, and let's see. Let's just count all these books together and see if we can make a deal. All right. I have one and we're going to just do the math real quick. That's all the bottom row books plus the FOMO books. All right. This is like our last deal tonight. All right. Uncanny X-Men 223. We're doing 4 on that. Plus She, Heaven and Earth. We're going to do 3 on that. We got Fantastic Four 223. We're going to do 4 on that. 19 on this Batman here. I got Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man, number 77, going from 4 down to 3. I got Detective Comics 574, going for 7, as opposed to 8. Assassins, number 1, is 5 down to 4. Marvel Team Up, number 147, is 5 down to 4. Lady Pendragon More Than Mortal, number 1, 5 down to 4. Justice League number 12 is 5 down to 4. The Ghost Rider is 9. The Silk is 3 now. The Spider-Man is 4. The Alien is 3. Big B, A Wolf in Gotham number 6 is 5 down to 4. The Young Avengers special is 5 down to 4. And What If X-Men, that's 5 down to 4. And Astounding Wolfman, 5 down to 4. And Star Wars X-Wing Rogue Squadron, The Phantom Affair, 5 down to 4. So I have $95 worth of comics here. I'm going to just make it $60, save you $35 on everything if you buy this entire stack right now at $65. I'm going to take, or $60, sorry, $60. That gets you free shipping and a spin on the wheel. Do we have any offers, any takers? That's all the FOMO books plus all these other lower row books here at 65. I'm taking 35 off. What a crazy deal. What do we got? That's too good of a deal to pass up. I don't know if we have time. I don't know if anybody's going to go for that, but I'll pitch 3 more things and then we're done. I got the Batman Dark City run here. Dark Knight Dark City, 452, 453, and 454 going for 12. We got the Savage Wolverine 1 through 5 going for 15, and the Doctor Strange number 1 through 5 is going for 15 as well. Throw it all together. I do it all at 95. 95 for everything. 95 on all of these books. 95 on it all. And I'll give you guys a minute, and then we are done with this show. I will be back next week with you guys. We're going to do 3 shows next week, I think. We'll see. We'll see how things go. And I will see you guys later. Actually, no. I should be able to do three shows next week. Next week is Phoenix Comic-Con, so I got to focus on getting ready for that show now. So I will see you guys later, but I will definitely be back next week, and I'll definitely be back on the experience next week. Anybody who I haven't invoiced yet, please make sure you filled out the form so that I can reach out to you. And I will see you guys later. Have a great rest of your evening.
We know you probably get a lot of emails, but could you please make sure to sign up for our mailing list? We don't send a lot of emails, and we try not to bother you. We just want to give you the best information about all the cool stuff that's going on around here. Sign up on our website, theexplive.com.